Well, guys, here you go. This is the new White House press secretary, and I really like her. I mean, she seems to get right to the point. She doesn't mince a lot of words. She's a real Trump backer, and I think she's going to do a great job. You know, she's not all that other junk that they seem to drag around with them all the time. But let's see what she has to say.
Why impose this pause with so little notice? Why not give organizations more time to plan for the fact that they are about to lose, in some cases, really crucial federal funding, at least for a period of time?
There was notice. It was the executive order that the president signed. There's also a freeze on hiring, as you know.
See, that's what most politicians would do. They would hem and haw and back step and never get around to it. That's what she really means. Why don't we not rush this so that we never have to get around to it? We can tell everybody we're going to do it, but we don't really have to do it. That's what she means. Nah, Trump says, screw it, we're going to do it now, period. Why is it federal government's job to tell companies that, hey, we don't need your business anymore, or we're not going to fund this or that? I mean, I can see if there's a contract, but there's so much waste in the government. I think Trump's just saying, well, screw it. We'll just stop it all, and then we'll look at it and we'll kind of get it going back as with the things that we see fit. And you'll see some of the things here.
A regulatory freeze, and there's also a freeze on foreign aid. And this is, again, incredibly important to ensure that this administration is taking into consideration how hard the American people are working.
Bingo. You know, they never seem to, these reporters they just think that money comes out of the air. You know, that bingo, somebody waves a magic wand and all of a sudden there's money. You know, there's so much waste, and you'll see here in a minute all the waste. Nobody seems to care, but they never seem to stop and think that America is, $40 trillion in debt? I mean, it's not like we got 40 trillion in the bank. It's 40 trillion in debt. And the government doesn't make any money. If the government has $1, they have to take it from somebody. They take it from hardworking school teachers, firefighters, mechanics, roofers, you know, people. 90% of them are just hard-working, blue-collar people. And for every $3 they get, $1's got to go to the government. Then they wonder why these certain people are starting to say, well, where's all this money going? And if it's going somewhere, it better have a good reason to go there.
And their tax dollars actually matter to this administration. You know, just during this pause, DOGE and OMB have actually found that there was $37 million that was about to go out the door to the World Health Organization, which is an organization, as you all know, that President Trump, with the swipe of his pen in that executive order, is no longer wants the United States to be a part of.
I'll tell you how much that is. China, for the entire year, only gives $39 million, and that one check was for $30 million from us. But Trump stopped it because we were giving like $500 million. Trump looked at that and said, well, screw that. Why are we giving $500 million when China has 3 times as many people and they're only giving $39 million? Nah, they'll go away, which I loved.
So that wouldn't be in line with the president's agenda. DOGE and OMB also found that there was about to be 50 million taxpayer dollars that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza. That is
$50 million to buy condoms in Gaza. Sounds to me like they were going to have a hell of a party. I mean, once again, that money came from hardworking Americans. You know, the government forces you to pay in taxes. It goes in a big pot, and then they turn around and they give it away for this crap. And I'm sure some pencil neck, tie-wearing, white-collar person could tell you for hours, the benefits of $50 million worth of condoms in Gaza. If it's that damn important, have them pay for it themselves. I mean, why does a mechanic from Iowa working his fingers to the bone have to pay for condoms for Gaza? I don't know. Shows you at least that Donald Trump and the Trump administration is looking at every dollar that goes out the door. I think Trump, what he's trying to do is balance the budget, which is probably impossible because, I mean, when you're running, about $4 trillion a year in debt, it's hard to come up with that. But if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it?
An offer is on the table for all federal employees. Leave your job and get 7 months of pay. The White House announced a buyout to all federal workers after President Trump mandated that they all come to work in person full time. But
he's saying, okay, guys, it's time to grow up. Get in, it's time to grow up, come into work. So this is an offer Trump's given him. He said, come into work. But then I think when he realized a lot of them don't even live in Washington, D.C. You know, a lot of them are all over. He still wants them to come into work. I mean, they have an office. So he's basically saying, okay, if you don't want to come into work, he was going to fire him. Now he said, okay, we'll give you 7 months pay, leave, and then you can keep some of your benefits, I think. And that's probably timed, but at least he's not chopping them off at the neck. Anyways, he's just basically saying, you got a job, come in and work. And they're all raising Cain about it, but I'm sure they're kind of coming around to it.
Now, they have until next week to take that deal.
So that's the way I think about it. If you agree, put it down in the comments. And if you disagree, put it in the comments. And if you can also like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. See ya.